Let's make sure the YouTube side is booted up, and it is time for some 428 Shibuya Scramble now that we spent the last hour, just talking about random things. Here we go! I think we made surprisingly good progress last week on the 1500 to 1600 block, like, really fast.
Yeah, luckily we've lost an hour, so we're back on schedule.
Not entirely untrue. We've been racking up the bad ends. How many are we up to now?
Ooh.
33!
Yeah, we had 42, 43, and 45, I think, last week.
Yeah, we did get a nice string of them. Especially doing the double header of watching Maria get murdered in the alley from two different sides. We got the first person point of view, and then we got Achi's point of view on that.
All right.
Now, let's see. We had a keep out. We left ourselves with something that made it clear.
Canoe.
Yeah, okay. We left it clear to just go into Kano because he's not blocked at all. Right, because previously he was blocked because Midorikawa was too close to the van, got exploded, said something to Kano that got Kano to basically go to the hospital with him, and unfortunately, Midorikawa died there, so we never actually got to... Kano was basically out of everything. Now that we have protected Midorikawa from getting exploded by the van, Jesus, how many people got blown up by the one fucking van? Everyone converged on the same van.
Well, to be fair, it's Shibuya. Everyone would just happen to be there in Shibuya, and then a van exploded. It wasn't really the van's fault, except for the explosion bit.
It kind of was the van. Yeah, I mean, yes, we were all in Shibuya, but we were all at the same van.
Wow, it's kind of a cool van, I gotta say. Like, if I could get one of those, but electric, with, like, physical switches for, like, the dashboard and the air conditioning, I would be down.
Ooh, I hear loud. Why van couldn't always explode? Because that van decided that running people over was a little bit too one note, and it needed to catch some people by surprise. Who expects to be isekai'd by the van in park?
Multi-isekai.
Well, now they know better.
Monster isekai.
Since we kicked up the YouTube side, there is the link to it. If anyone wants to do us the favor of the dual lurker, hit the like button. It is always appreciated. Plus, I think there's still a bunch of the previous 428 episodes up. I need to trim a few of those this weekend. I've not been keeping up. There's I think one or two that needs to be pulled down for time.
Oh my goodness.
400 and some odd videos up there now.
Nice.
The number no longer goes up though because now it's VC. So all that happens is video goes up, video comes off. Video goes up, video comes off. Suddenly a boom as loud as cannon fire shook the area. Something's wrong, Kano thought. That's no ordinary city noise. I mean, maybe not there, but gotta tell you around here.
Yeah, that ain't Shibuya noises.
A column of black smoke rose up from between two nearby buildings. Passerby stopped and stared, gasping in alarm. Even Stanley actually has, like, an expression on his face there.
I know.
Then Kano saw flames. This hadn't been an accident. Someone had set off an explosion. The Shibuya precinct wasn't too far from here. Kano recalled the attempted bioterrorism attack on the Sumigaseki. This one, it's not actually grayed out this time, as if we read it before, so I guess...
428 attempted bioterrorism
I'll turn down the screaming
attack.
in the meantime.
All right. 2 years ago, the Tokyo Metropolitan's Public Safety Commission obtained intel of an imminent bioterrorist attack within the city. Immediately afterwards, an unoccupied minivan exploded outside the Metropolitan Police Department, and a device for dispersing a bacterial contagion was discovered at the subway platform at Kusama Gaku Super Mega Ultra Deluxe 64-bit Edition Station. Having determined that the city bureaucracy was the target, the Japanese government contacted the terrorist organization responsible in secret, making a deal to put an end to the threat.
Wow, so they deal with terrorists, is what you're saying.
It's like, yes. How about you don't? Oh, okay, yeah, no, this works out.
That incident had begun with a van exploding outside the Tokyo MPD station. Already a large crowd of onlookers was gathering. Shouts rose up as they took in the scene. Give us some random crowd voices.
What's going on? What's all this about then?
That car's on fire!
Kano called into HQ and then quickly slipped around to the back of the burning vehicle. It was a minivan. Probably a Pinto or a Tesla. Peering at the flaming chassis, he could see that there was someone inside. Oh no. Couldn't that be Hitomi? We don't know who it is. My money is still on it being Tanaka. Though the end of Minorikawa's stuff claimed it was Toyama, but I'm pretty sure because of things we did elsewhere, I'm fairly certain Toyama was not here.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, maybe the whole Toyama thing, he was never in there. He was like, hey, if I die in a horrible fiery explosion and no one can identify my body, maybe I can get out of my debts.
Oh my god. Okay, Toyama. There's no way the dude blew up the van intentionally just... Oh my god, what if this is completely unrelated to any of it and you're right, and this was actually just some fucking thing from Toyama faking his death?
Well, we already
it has
know
nothing to do with the greater shit going on.
He was experimenting with natural gas earlier as a way of ending his own life, you know? Maybe it's like, hey...
Once they had their hands on the antiviral, the criminals would have no further use for Hitomi Osawa. Already the body had been charred to ash. At this point, it was hardly recognizable as human anymore. Wait.
Oh. Yeah.
Hang on. To be continued. To be continued. Keep out. To be continued. Keep out. Okie dokie. Let me pull up the voice list because I had some notes. Hang on. Minorikawa at 1535 to Kano at 1530. I think that's what we need.
All right.
It's the jump in here.
Man in a business suit.
I'm glad I keep notes for this stuff.
That's good.
Man in a suit. There we go. Okay. So nothing changes on Minorikawa's side, and we get to keep progressing over here.
Nice.
Now I'm just going to go ahead and remove that one from our list. I'm pretty sure we already did the Achi and Mario one too, so we actually have no other jumps noted at the moment. Several people were on the ground nearby, evidently injured by the explosion. A girl in a hoodie was crouched among them, doing her best to tend to their injuries.
428. Girl. Miku Morita. I didn't know her last name. While walking along, upset at Minorikawa for not introducing her to an Aki Jiu-Jitsu dojo, she happened across the aftermath of the minivan explosion. Unable to stand by idly when faced with such horrific scene, she decided to show off and improve upon the incredible destruction of the explosive by punching and kicking all of the things. And then she also helped the wounded.
Okay, well, I'm curious. I'm going to make a note of this one, but we
can jump back to Minorikawa.
I'm just curious. I wonder if there... I don't know why we would, though, because we already finished him. But
we've also unlocked him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's done. So I'm gonna make a note of it, but I don't know when we would use it, unless there's something we have to change in his that will result in a keep out that we haven't done yet that's necessary for Osawa's who is not done.
I think you're right, but I imagine that it would be like, go down Minorikawa, jump over to Canoe, then jump back to Minorikawa and then finish Minorikawa's stuff. But we've already finished his stuff, so we should be okay. But
I'm curious to see what's going to happen then.
Yes.
Huh, okay. Kano recognized her as the girl he talked to earlier during the traffic jam. Police, he announced. Get back. Let me handle this. The girl was visibly relieved until Kano arrested the injured man, because that's all the police do. What, did you think he was a medic? Come on. You gotta getting blood on this suit. Fuck off.
Oh, God. Oh, what was she again?
Well, she's Shake Bear. I was just confused because it says help her, and I'm like... Not to judge or anything, but... Isn't that a man?
Hey, don't judge.
In fairness, that is a nice suit. Right? He's kept it clean this whole time. Not gonna get
No,
blood onto this stage. Come on.
He could use some leather elbow pads, you know? Just wear that thing in a bit.
No one needs leather elbow pads. Not
No,
ever.
they need leather elbow pads, and maybe he can get rid of, like, the thing, get a little sweater vest inside, you know? So it's like a three-piece, but it's like a you know, weather protectant three-piece.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to retch at your sense of style.
No.
But I think I'm
Are
failing.
you... Oh, my goodness. Someone does not know their Dirty Harry. If he's going to be a cop, he's going to be Dirty Harry, and Dirty Harry wore a sweater vest and carried a big gun.
I don't know, man. I think all things Clint Eastwood are barred from good company.
Ouch.
Yes, do not ask Daimyo for fashion advice. Help her,
What are you
she said.
talking about?
She pointed to a figure lying on the sidewalk a short distance from the burning minivan. Oh, okay, so it's not the person she's with right now. Oh, that'd be on then. It was a Middle Eastern girl. She appeared to be unconscious. I think she got hurt rescuing another girl about college age, the girl in the hoodie said. College age girl? That might be Hitomi. What happened to the girl she saved? Kano asked. The Good Samaritan looked around. Huh? Where'd she go? The rescuee had disappeared. This girl here, the girl in the hoodie gestured toward the fallen girl. I can't believe how fast she was. He spoke with a hint of awe. Oh god, don't pick a fight with her, Miku. Whatever you do, don't lose 2 fights in one day. The way she moved to get to that other girl. She was on a level way beyond mine. Kano took another look at the injured girl. Her figure looked rather delicate. Hard to believe she was capable of great feats of athleticism. Oh, buddy, that's okay. Last time block, she killed you. Right?
To
Kano
be fair,
has been murdered by her once already.
he kind of got stabbed a bit in his vitals, and she is really good at stabbing people in their vitals. So, you know, I'm not ruling it out, but I'm just saying, you know, causation does not correlate with accusation.
I know what you were going for, but that actually kind of made sense, so you need to drink more.
Luckily, I have best price strong Chu-Hai lemon, and this
Oh, good, right?
strong
You actually have
Chu-Hai
good
lemon.
right. I thought you were going to talk about that horrible pseudo Bud Light.
Oh no! I drank all those. They're gone now.
How many did you have?
Only a couple of liters. We were talking for a while, okay?
It was an hour.
So,
In an
I'm just
hour, I
saying.
drank like half a thing of a seltzer and a little bit of this absolutely fantastic Thai iced tea that my wife made.
Oh,
That's just really good. Seriously, how many did you drink?
yes. Look, they're gone and they're not coming back for a while, okay? You're gonna have to accept that.
For a while, I hate that implication. He started to order, but Stanley stepped ahead of him. Stanley, it's
What
you.
did he say? What? Oh. Leave this to me.
He said.
I know how to deal with international people.
His expression was unusually stern, even for him. Do you know her? Kano asked. The American didn't answer as he checked the girl's pulse and then her pupils. Hey, Stanley.
Don't you have other things to do while I try and plant cocaine on this young lady?
Stanley snapped. Fine then. Kano decided to collect some eyewitness accounts. Rich? Patrol cars and ambulances arrived at the scene in a steady stream. Once the vehicle fire was under control, things gradually began to calm down. Several officers worked to cover the area around the burned minivan with a blue tarp. I am curious how they got some of the fire shots and things. Like, how post did they have to go for, and like shot did they have to go for compared to all the other stuff they've been just photographing to this point?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they couldn't get away with...
Now you know why they were arrested.
Don't worry, we summoned a bunch of police cars and an ambulance and lit a van on fire for a video game. It's fine.
BB Guy says always drink responsibly, and all I can think now is I want to make a beer label called Responsibly.
Just don't make it an IPA. For the love of God, don't make it an IPA.
Just remember, always drink responsibly. Connor got his questioning underway, starting by flashing his badge at a man near the front of the crowd. I think that's Norikawa. Excuse me, would you mind answering a few questions? The man puffed himself up. How about you answer a few questions for me? Was this an accident or an attack? We still don't know many details, Kano admitted. The man shoved his finger in Kano's face.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
rephrase that for you. Dude, look how smug the guy on his left is.
Oh, yeah. That man is very smug.
Somehow I feel like you can get away with that these days. I might as well capitalize on the horrible times, right? No, thanks. I'd rather have integrity.
Please don't.
No,
Yeah,
I'd
no.
like to keep my integrity.
Uh,
Let me rephrase that for you. This is a major incident. Sorry, what now? I've been around the block a few times, and I know all your police PR lingo. And when you start talking about the details, that is 100% indicative of a major incident. Well, I sure picked the wrong guy to try and talk to. Stifling his frustration, Kano continued his questioning. Did you happen to notice anything unusual prior to the explosion? Unusual? Now that you mention it, I think I heard a cell phone ringtone. No ringtone?
wait a minute.
No, never mind. Forget that.
Hold on. So apparently the van exploded on the corner of Gap and Denny's. Literally, that's
So
a
it's-
gap.
Yep, I see.
And there's a
there's
Denny's
a
right-
gap.
yes.
Right there. And yeah, the Denny's. So, is this an attack on foreign institutions?
By?
Maybe it's just a war between the Gap and Denny's.
That's probably it. That's probably it.
I mean, is anyone ever satisfied with the Gap?
I like my Uniqlo.
No, never mind. Forget that. There's no way the ringtone on someone's phone be audible through all of that. Man was probably right, but somehow the idea nagged at Kano. He jotted down a note in his pad. Your time.
Kano.
It was Stanley. Perfect timing. Thank you for your cooperation, Kano told the man. Then he hurried on his way. Stanley stepped in close enough to whisper.
Who was that hot, sexy man in a beige trench coat?
Why you creeping?
That's not the line. You're not allowed to do this. No, this is my thing. Back off. Get your own sandwich.
Did you just quote an ancient Tim Hortons commercial at me?
Look, I was raised different, okay?
No, you see, I appreciate it because I still use that line to this day and no one fucking gets it. I'm not alone in the world after all. Oh my god. An eyewitness to the explosion, apparently. Forget where it came from, you do remember it? Yep, old Tim Hortons commercial. Self-defense. Back off, get your own sandwich.
Did he have any info?
He said he heard a cell phone ringtone at the time of the explosion. I'm not sure if that's significant, though. Stanley stood silently for a moment, thinking. What about the girl? Kano asked. Has she woken up?
No, she's all coked up. I'm going to have to drive her to the hospital.
I'm sorry, what? Why do that yourself?
Just look around.
Stanley said. He cast his eyes out over the scene. There were still many injured people lying on the roadside. It seemed the authorities hadn't sent enough ambulances. But isn't your car back in Maruyama-cho? Kano asked.
Under the circumstances, I think it makes sense for me to go back for it.
Stanley replied coolly.
Besides, I have a few things that I'd like to ask her, like where she got all of my cocaine.
Kano was curious. You do? He asked. Explosion! Stanley's cell rang.
Why haven't you come to the diner? We're waiting. You're going to have to meet your new wife and her son and the other. It's like the mirror version of Canoe. That's what I was going for.
God.
Anyways, it didn't land. I hurt you, though, and that works.
I had forgotten about that. We haven't dealt with them in a while.
We have not dealt with Daddy in a while.
Oh, Cubby says he believed there would be a war between Denny's and Waffle House. Waffle House is kind of ratchet like that.
Yeah, I gotta say, they're scrappy. They're scrappy, you know?
Denny's gonna come down with the Grand Slam.
Ooh, they got the money, but do they have
No, the
the
Grand Slam is an
skills?
IHOP
Do
thing.
they? Is it?
Isn't it?
The Moon's
No.
Over My
No.
Hammy is.
Moon's Over My Hammy is definitely Denny's.
Yeah, that's Denny's.
Is the Grand
and I
Slam
thought the
Denny's?
Grand Slam was Denny's
It's
as
also
well.
Denny's? It's
Because that
also
was
Denny's, okay.
their big breakfast.
Right. I haven't been in a Denny's in a long time.
I've been to a Denny's recently, and I have to say the Tantan Men was mid.
Okay, I should rephrase that. I haven't been to an American or North American Denny's in a while. I did go to a Denny's just outside of Akiba the last time I was there, and it was a weird experience.
It is. It really is. It's like, would you like extra gyoza with your ramen? It's like, Denny's?
Suffice it
Is
to
this
say,
you?
it was not a menu that I was accustomed to.
Yeah, yeah.
Stanley answered
It's
the
also
phone in
expensive.
English. As he listened, his demeanor changed. The blood drained from his face, and his hand began to tremble slightly as he gripped the phone. Phone vamps. Get you every time. This is why I don't answer my phone
Yeah.
anymore.
No, they're probably calling him about his car's extended warranty.
Oh god, he left it in Maruyama-cho.
Oh no!
Kano had never seen him this shaken up.
Roger, Roger.
Stanley said at last. He hung up the phone and let out a sigh. What is it? Kano asked. Stanley headed into an alley without responding. Kano hurried after him. Once they were out of earshot of the crowd, but not out of Minorikawa's earshot, Stanley finally spoke.
That call right now was from Gordon, my superior.
Commissioner Gordon? He broke off there and for a long while was silent. He appeared to be struggling with some strong emotion. Kano was getting impatient. What is it? If you're going to tell me something, then tell me. Or Kano decided not to press. If it's difficult to talk about, you don't have to.
Well, you as our resident American, what do you think would be the best way to talk to our boy Stanley here?
Well, as a resident American, I know better than to show the weakness of emotion. So I'm going to have to take away Stanley's man card and hurl him from the country.
Yeah, here in Japan, I would have picked B.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually managed to say that shit with a straight face. Yeah, I'm going with B. Connor decided not to press. It's not difficult to talk about. You don't have to,
No,
Stanley said.
I should tell you this.
He braced himself before continuing.
We were contacted on our end by the mastermind of this plot.
Those international criminals you mentioned?
Correct. Roughly 8 hours ago, they infected Maria Osawa with the virus.
So we're no longer the Awu virus, huh? We're now just the... I don't even...
Look,
Please
viruses
elaborate.
mutate and change over time.
This
you know,
is
that's the
true,
reason
this
why
is
we have to
true.
get shots on a regular basis.
I get shots
It's
on a
just
regular
science.
basis because drinking. I'm just curious. The moan virus? Ugh. Oh my god, it's the Gasm virus now. Great. Thank you. That's like the first time I've seen the Gasm emote in the wild in like a... I don't even know. It's been a long time.
It's doing its work. It's great, and we love it.
I think Gasm virus emotes mostly got removed from Twitch at one point. I don't know how mine survived.
Well, you know, this is the wonderful. I'm gonna shut up. Let's move on. I don't
Okay.
want to get into Puritanism on the internet right now.
Anyways, continue your line.
Then they let loose. They let her loose, free, like a feral Maria monster somewhere here in Shibuya.
Really? You missed the opportunity to say like a feral or stray cat.
No. Those are great. We have a bunch of those here. They help deal with the rats in Tokyo. If we did not have the stray cats, you know, they're a respectable.
I didn't say they
career.
weren't. I was referring
Well, I
to
don't-
her outfit.
I have a home.
My-
I'm a taxpayer. What, you calling me stray? Feral? What? You just think I'm just going to attack people on the street? I don't attack people on the street. I have a room for that in my house that I pay taxes on.
I don't know, man. You're like running down the street, stomping wildly at some supposed cockroach, and like kicking a Chinese place's door in. And I'm just saying, you
I
may
was
appear to be a little
protecting
unhinged,
it.
stray kitty.
I was protecting it from the violation of the darkness. The crawling darkness.
The crawling chaos, huh? So
Yes, the
you
crawling
believe you
chaos.
were saving that restaurant from near Lathatep?
Do you think that it would have been better if I didn't? If that cockroach got into that Chinese restaurant?
There was no cockroach. It was all in your head. This is what I'm saying. You are a feral cat.
There's a difference between feral and psychotic. It's a fine line
I was gonna say that's a thin
that can be
line.
visibly reduced.
That's a thin
With
line that
our
is mostly
sponsor.
separated by how dirty you are.
I haven't. Dude. Okay, so my favorite part of this new house is the bathroom. I have
Okay.
to say. So I got to get into this. The old one, classic 90s tile, everything like that, big, deep bathtub. I loved it. It was the second best bathroom I ever had. The one in Canada had a deeper tub that was a little bit nicer and I could stretch out more. This new one, Jesus Christ, the water pressure is absolutely amazing. There's a huge shower head that's infinitely adjustable. It's like a 6-axis, like 3D printer head. And I can just point the water wherever I need it to be at any corner of this entire room. It is wonderful. I hit the button to say, make warm. 2 seconds. 2 seconds and I got warm water coming out of this thing. And it's not like a water boiler in the basement or anything. It's like an on-demand water heater.
Oh, are they using electric
And,
heaters?
I think they're gas-powered in my house. We have a gas range, so I'm assuming that the hot water is gas as well. And the bathtub. The bathtub has like this slanted back so that I can rest my neck against it, and it's not like cricked up, and it's longer. It's not as deep, but I can float. I can float in my bathtub in hot water, and it's amazing. Honestly, my favorite part of this whole house was when we finally moved in and I was like, I'm going to go and take a shower. And I turned it on. I was like, oh God, this is amazing. And then there's a button on the wall that I push to drain the tub. And the readout is like this old LCD style bright, like what is it, like an 8-segment display thing for like temperatures and stuff. I love it. It's like this wonderful combination of big and deep and warm and spacious and instant and retro. Oh, it's my favorite part of the whole house. I'm just going to go and live in the bathtub. And I don't know how my 1080 Ti is going to survive that, but it's going to have to learn.
Alrighty. But are there 2 shells? It was 3 seashells. There are 3 seashells, damn it.
It's good. It's good. I love Japanese baths. This is my favorite bath out of every place that I've ever been, because the old one was nice, but it was old. It wasn't as good as one of the ones that we had.
Bathroom in Japan.
But yeah, no, this every hotel that I've been to, pretty much everything else, you know, and I've even been to like some ryokan, some like hotels that have like an ensuite big bath sort of thing. This is better and more convenient, and I love it. I love it so much.
All right. I'm stealing your house when I get there. I don't know how
have a spare
yet.
room.
I don't know how yet, but I will figure out a way.
Yeah, after this, I might have to take you on a little tour so you can actually see the place. It's a little bigger than the last one, not hugely. The rooms are smaller than before, but we're getting a lot more out of them.
Have you inaugurated the house in your blood yet by falling through a hole in the kitchen?
Okay, we do have a hole in the kitchen. I have not fallen into it yet.
Don't fall into
I have not
one.
fallen into this one. Okay, so for those who don't know, and it nearly happened again when we were moving. It's like, oh, I'll just pick this up and take it over here. And then there's just this weird mental thing of, you have opened up a giant hole in your kitchen, but it's your kitchen and you walk through it mindlessly like 5 times a day. And then all of a sudden there's a hole there because you pulled out a chunk of the floor. I nearly fell into the kitchen again as we were moving and pulling things out. I was like, oh, I'll just take this. And then I stepped and my toe went over the edge, and this cold rush went up my spine of like, I've been here. I've done this before. So yes.
Well, at least the body remembers.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, if my pace had been even slightly more off, I would have done it again. I had completely forgotten that I had pulled up my floor and there was a giant hole in it about, 3 feet deep that I could have accidentally stepped into and fallen into. And I'm older now, so I probably would have busted some bones for sure. But I didn't. It's okay. Luckily, all I have is a bunch of busted blood cells or veins in my arms from lifting up the freaking washing machine so that we could slide a little cart underneath it so the drainage would work properly. Like literally, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 little bruises over my arms just because my veins burst while I was trying to lift this thing up so we could slide a little cart under it.
Goddamn, dude.
Yeah. Afterwards, I was like, I need to go and lay down because if I do this again without a rest, I'm going to give myself a stroke. And I was right, because after I woke up and I looked at my arms, I'm like, yeah, no, that was too much. That was too much. Don't do that. Don't lift, 270 pounds when you're in your late 40s. So that your wife can slide a little cart underneath a thing with bad hand grips. Don't do that.
And thank you for 106 months, Aturo. Welcome back. Yeah, almost 9 freaking years.
All right, I've calmed down now. I'm sorry, Chad. I apologize.
Back to the game. Hold on. By Ua, you mean... Final thought back to his earlier conversation with Stanley. These criminals were trying to get their hands on a new drug. An antiviral drug developed by Kenji Osawa that had been shown to be effective against the Ua virus. Stanley hesitated before continuing.
This is a killer virus with 100% mortality rate once it takes hold. Kenji Osawa's antiviral is our only means of combating it.
Have a good one, Mecha. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a wonderful weekend, man. Always good to see you.
Take care, Mecha. Bye-bye. Be safe. Eat your vegetables. Nutrition is important, okay?
Stay hydrated.
There you go.
Drink like a fish.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
I mean, I think the wood's more valuable than a nickel at this point.
No, nickel and copper are going up. Seriously, invest in nickel and copper. We need... That's a growth industry.
Hail hydrated.
Waystone?
Honestly, I kind of just like hail hydrate.
Wales, how did you ruin that for me? How did you ruin hydration so quickly?
It wasn't me.
It was Waystone, I know it. And I'm staring directly at his message with intensity. I guess it'd be up here for everyone else, but yes, it's a gift. It's a wondrous gift.
The mortality rate of 100%?
It has an incubation period of 12 hours. In another 4 hours, Maria Osawa will go symptomatic. After that, she'll begin spreading the virus all over Twitch, possibly YouTube, throwing money around, getting all cray-cray with it.
Hey, Grumpy Zerif, how's it going? It's capable of airborne transmission.
428 airborne transmission. Following the onset of symptoms, individuals affected with the virus bleed from their lungs, and the virus is readily released into the air via coughing. The virus is highly resilient in the open air. It can survive even after saliva or other fluids, I'll leave that to your imagination, have evaporated. Simply getting within 2 meters of a symptomatic patient is said to carry a high risk of getting a tip, maybe a little bit of one of those, GoFundMes. Rate up your bodily fluids from decreased patients carrying on especially high concentrations of the virus. And anything contaminated with such fluids must be thoroughly subscribed to and ringed the little bell about before it is safe.
Did you imply you were going to do a GoFundMe for bodily fluids? That's what I got out of that.
Okay, look, maybe I've spent too much time on Twitch.
Yeah, you quite possibly have.
Extra crispy Satan, we were waiting for you. The stream can finally start.
There we go. What the fuck did you walk into? I mean, come on, man. You've been hanging out with us for a decade. You know what you walked into. Also, fun fact, he has been hanging out with us for like a decade.
Oh, I know.
Stanley nodded.
If we don't administer Kenji Osawa's antiviral before she develops symptoms.
Yes? Colin's voice was trembling now. Stanley spoke with complete certainty.
Everyone in Shibuya is going to spend all of their money.
When you say it like that, Zero, my bones ache. Dude. When you say that, what do you think my bones do? I've been running this shit for more than 12 years.
Yeah, you're getting better. You're getting better at it,
Oh my god, fuck you. Actually, it occurred to me recently. I'm like, I've been running this for 12 years, so now I have to wonder in what ways has the show shitified over time? Because it's like unavoidable. Nothing improves with age except for like alcohol.
Wow. When you put it that way, actually, we've just been getting better and better, haven't we? We're doing it wrong. We're not capitalizing the capitalistimness as
I don't know,
effectively
man.
as we could.
I don't get new. I don't make new emotes nearly as often as I used to, or do events or things like that. I think that's all stuff that's technically done worse. 'Cause the time
there
costs
is
are
that.
just too high now compared to what else I have to do.
Yeah, so what you're saying is the bonus extras have been reduced, but the core quality of the fundamental product has remained as good, if not better.
Oh my God, have the
With
bonuses suffered shrinkflation?
Oh no.
I am so sorry. Yeah, actually, it's something I've seriously wondered about recently. Like,
No,
you know,
no,
there's got to be stuff that's just slipped in 12 years, right? I know, like, all the bonus stuff has definitely slipped because once I went back to full-time dev, that ate my lunch, let's be real.
No. The 48-hour streams and things like that, which I have to admit, were not good.
They were great. Hey, dead man, how's it going?
Depends on the metric you're measuring by, but as far as your health and also your mental stability going through, I remember trying to be like, dude, the shadow. There's only one of those stupid monkey bat creatures that has a shadow.
Oh.
Why are you not seeing this? It's so obvious. It's like 1,500 pixels.
I remember that thing. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, but you
We
were
just brute
exhausted.
forced the
You were
whole
just
fucking thing.
Yeah, you were just freaking cooked at that point. I mean, it's good for numbers, but it's not good for you, and it's, so yeah. I think we've been improving, maybe not growing, but there are cancers, and there are I'm not sure where this metaphor is going, but we're getting better. I think we're getting better.
I'm just gonna take that to mean that we're a tumor, but we're benign.
Those are strong words. I think we're in regression, but we could easily start spreading really quickly unless dosed with high amounts of radiation and medicine.
Please don't irradiate me.
Don't irradiate me, bro.
Back when 24 to 48 hour streams were actually 24 to 48 hour streams, not 3 hours of gaming and 21 hours of sleeping. Oh my God. I do the, one of the biggest shows I ever ran was actually pretty early on in the show's lifespan. It was late 2015, and it was the Disgaea 5 pre-launch we did before it was out. I did, how did that pan out? I did... I think it was like, we did 24 hours, then I slept for 4, and then went 19 more.
Yeah.
It ain't easy being great. Yeah, now. I've been irradiated appropriately, so thank you. Yeah, that was a ton of fun, but I did absolutely lose my voice by the end. I had to actually stop people from adding to the sub clock because, like, it reached a point where I'm like, I'm literally losing my voice while we're doing this, and like I cannot keep going. So I had to just terminate any additions to the clock at that point and let it actually run out.
Oh yeah, no, going crazy is fun, no doubt about it. But if you want to be able to keep doing a thing for a while, then yeah, you got to be a little bit more healthy about things. Anyways,
he says that and I agree, but God knows if I lost my job at Red Hook, I'd be back on full-time streaming so fucking fast.
I know, but I hope if you were to do it, you'd be like, okay, well, yeah, we're going to do 6 hours a day or something like that, because you know you're going to need 2 hours for social media management and all this other sort of stuff. Give yourself some weekends, like there are
I go back to what I was doing before,
things.
Basically, I think, which is the I give myself 2 consecutive days off, and otherwise I do 4-hour shows.
And thrush?
No, I don't think I'll ever drink like that again.
Yeah, don't. Exactly. But no, do something, reasonable. Like, here's the thing is, we're in the games industry right now. Hopefully, things will be okay. But eventually, I know for myself, I'm looking at, like, honestly, my big thing is once my daughter graduates from high school, gets into a college or a university, I am fucking out. I am done with working, at a big company and doing that anymore. I'm going 100% full indie. I should be able to afford food and electricity and anything else that I need to keep a roof over my head, and then everything else is just going to be whatever. And then I want to, make that space for myself. So, regardless, what I'm trying to say is, if whatever happens, make sure that you're thinking about this in, a sustainable way, because kind of like hanging out with you might have noticed. And I'd like for you to be around for a bit so that we can keep doing this until we're like really old. Really, really old. Like 100-year-old streamers on whatever freaking platform survives the streampocalypse. We're still playing games and talking
back in
about...
my day, we bled purple and we liked it.
Oh, God. I love it.
60 seasons in a movie, Jesus Christ. Do I remember what game Dende came from? Of course I remember what game Dende came from. That was the Secret of Mana remake.
Absolutely.
That little bastard. Well, then we need to find Mario Osawa and get the antiviral to her as soon as possible, Kano said, panicking. Stanley remained cool.
But yes, Mesha, the booze did taste purple. Just calm down. There's more to the story than that.
Stanley was interrupted by a strange sound from the upper floors of a nearby building. Unsure of what it was, the two men hurriedly relocated. That was a screaming Yanagishita. They paused when they came to a vacant lot. Yeah. The place was deserted. No need to worry about being overheard here. Said there was more of the story?
No need to worry about being overheard here. When there's like a 7-story building to one side and a warehouse to the other. Oh my goodness. It's like, what are you gonna, like, waltz, hold each other close and talk into one another's ears?
I mean, no one will suspect it, right?
The antiviral in question is stored in Kenji Osawa's laboratory. Now hold me closer, tiny dancer. The lab is protected by a sophisticated security system. You smell nice. And apparently, the storage area where the drug was kept required a fingerprint authentication system from both Osawa and Tanaka. Have you met him? Kind of a dick. Wow, you're so warm.
God. Back in my day, you can watch a stream without 8 hours of ads. Now you got to sub $100 for 5 minutes of stream. Oh my god.
Man, if there was some way that we could like put up the MP4s. Sorry, please go ahead.
The only feature I actually want Twitch to add is the ability for me to eliminate ads completely. I don't want fucking ad money. I don't need ad money. I don't want ads on my channel in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. No, if there was some service that actually had like, reasonable privacy or something along those lines, where it's like, for my stream, if I could just put up the videos in raw MP4 format and be like, just download them, watch them whenever you want, pause, rewind, put them on your phone, whatever. I don't care. I wish there was something along those lines. It's just nice to be able to crack open a browser, watch things, and do stuff online without having to take up so much hard drive space. But if there was a solution to that, I would totally be down to like having some sort of an archive of, go and download this without, costing me a freaking arm and a leg. Like the Internet Archive, if they were willing to take my shit and be like, we'll host it for you. I know there's only like 3 people in the world who want to watch this. I would totally put it up there for free and avoid all the ad crap and whatnot.
Ads suck. What? But Tanaka couldn't help but gasp. Tanaka was currently a fugitive, the prime suspect in the kidnapping case. There's no chance of getting any fingerprint authorization for him at this stage. Is there any other way to get in? Kano asked.
The door can also be unlocked by a password in place of the fingerprint scanner. But we'd still need to know what Tanaka chose for his password.
I am a dick.
I'm guessing 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe God or pizza.
Patty's Pub. Oh.
In any event.
Stanley said. Or-
It's essential that we track down and secure Maria. But, ...
He went on, his voice grave.
Even if we get Maria to safety, the Master is now in possession of the virus.
Thanks, I hate it.
If they want to, they can unleash a bioterrorist attack on Shibuya at any time.
Satan says, damn, that dude has majestic hair.
He really does. I gotta say, like, it looks 3D modeled. It's just too perfect. It's like a side part, but it's this gorgeous flowing side part, you know, with a little bit of staggering in there, so you can't even see the seam. Like,
Kano's
yeah.
more animated than Sasayama.
I have to say, out of any game that we have seen in probably the past 7 years, Shibuya 428, best hair game on record so far.
There's a lot of good hair in it, I'll give you that.
There's a lot of good hair.
Anyway, did you finish your line?
I did. To put it bluntly, the lives of every man, woman, child, and parakeet in the city are in their hands.
Unfortunately, not a lot of parakeets in the city, so...
There are a lot that actually have escaped. Honestly, one of the things I'm very excited about is now that I have a place, I'm going to make friends with the crows in Tokyo. We will be super tight bros, and I will give them nuts and possibly, you know, some dried fruit if they're into that, and maybe they might bring me shiny things.
You know what? Take your friends where you can get them.
It's important to be part of a community.
Caca!
If you ever walk around Tokyo and you hear a crow go, caca, you know you're
flee.
amongst friends.
I will
You're
flee.
amongst friends.
Kana felt a pulse of fear deep enough to give him vertigo. He slowly tilted his head. He slowly tilted his head back and gazed at the vast sky, vast and blue as always.
That looks pretty gray to me.
There had to be tens of thousands of people in Shibuya right now. Hard to make friends as an adult, you know? Yep.
You got to put yourself out there. It is hard. It is really, really hard. I mean, we get kind of into our work thing and everything else, but I've gotten involved with the Tokyo Indies. I've been making friends in places, and it's hard to open up, but you have to. You got to stay flexible, you know, and some of it's going to come with drama and some of it's going to come with this or that. But, you know, with your experience as maybe an older person, maybe you can provide some sort of, you know, base, some sort of, you know, reasonableness to some conversations.
I am happy to make friends after I leave this country.
Oh, come on. Get involved in your local community. You know,
haven't met my local community. I have.
I went to your Whataburger, and the lady who served us and was like, "Are you sure you want to eat that much meat, sir?" She seemed very sweet. I liked her very much. We could be friends.
Oh, moving on. And yes, right, covet you, people. Rumi and Shizuo were among them. They might all be dead within a day. Felt so unreal, Kana's mind almost couldn't process it. Yes, I did, yeah. As Mecha has pointed out, I just had to steal my trash can back from a neighbor. Yes, who decided that they would swap trash cans, and I certainly wouldn't notice that my kept very clean trash can had been replaced with their maggot-infested shithole.
Yeah.
I noticed, and since there's only one smoker immediately around me, and there were cigarette packs in the bottom of it, I knew exactly who stole it. So yeah, I stole my fucking shit back. Like I said, I do not want to get to know people around here. With an effort of will, he shook himself out of his daze. Now was not the time to waver. We have to try, he said. In the next 4 hours, we need to find Mario Osawa and figure out a way to stop this mastermind and the virus.
I made you do it. I made you do it. Oh, it's my fault. I take
You're
full
welcome.
responsibility.
The words were as much for himself as they were for his companion. Well, couldn't keep a straight face through that. Let's do this, Stanley. We might not always see eye to eye, but together, I feel like you and I can find a way. But Stanley averted his gaze.
I want to quit you, but I can't. My job is simply to apprehend the mastermind. Also, I'm taller than you, so the fact that we could see eye to eye, maybe if there's a small hole here I could stand in.
Anna felt a resurgence of his earlier anger at Stanley. Once again, he was putting his duties above human life.
I'm sorry.
Stanley's voice was a quiet mutter.
You should get away from Shibuyas as soon as possible, Canoe.
Kano hadn't imagined that the American would ever be worried for him. I appreciate the warning, he said, but I'm seeing this through to the end.
This isn't the sort of thing you can solve with just a fine suit and a wonderful midsection, and effort and willpower. All of them are required, though. But it's
What
not
about these
enough.
gorgeous locks?
That's pretty good. Maybe the Triforce of Power and Courage. If you had those two, and the midriff, and the hair. Oh, this could work.
Just
This
thanks,
could
now I'm
just
just
work,
picturing in
Canoe.
a suit designed to tailor show off the midriff.
With like a little Triforce of Power cutout belly section. Welcome, Shivlin. I'm glad you made it.
Oh my god. Even so, giving up isn't the Japanese detective way. Stanley let out a nasal chuckle. This is the shittiest Captain Planet ever. No, I think actual Captain Planet was probably the shittiest Captain Planet ever.
Oh, I don't know how to come back from that. You're kind of right.
Okay.
I mean, its heart was in the right place,
Bye for real,
but its
Mecca.
brain and its liver, its legs, you know, it was, yeah, all over the place, all over the place.
Ben, welcome on in, man. How are you this evening?
Welcome to
Cheers and welcome, Ban.
Oh, Interpolator, thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Oh, for
Back
those
to that
just
again, are
arriving,
we?
I'm always distracted by Cat. This is not untrue. I'm gonna get let me get Ban a shout out, longtime friend, and my DM of a wonderful D&D campaign. I'm definitely not buttering him up in any way, shape, or form. No, definitely not at all. For those just coming in, good to see you. Happy Friday evening. This is our virtual couch segment we do once a week. We are currently playing through the absolutely bizarre visual novel 428 Shibuya Scramble, which is also all done with photography, which gives it a very nice set of visual texture. We'll put it that way. And yeah, we're both a couple of game devs who happen to like playing games for other people on the side and playing the weird ones at that. Welcome.
I think definitely things that might be worth your time. That's really the big thing. You know,
This
there
is
are
true.
weird games out there that are crap, but we want to show some people maybe some things that they might not have considered that are, you know,
Yeah, things you might have liked if you'd ever
relevant.
played them. Plus, we voice it all, so, you know. Same
Sorry.
to you. Kano managed a tiny chuckle of his own.
Listen.
Stanley went on after a moment.
Hey, listen. Listen.
No.
This is just between you and me. The mastermind behind this kidnapping case is an arms dealer who goes by the name Alphard.
Alphard goes hard.
Mushi Megane arms dealer. Beyond simply selling weapons, illegal arms dealers are also frequently involved in smuggling weapons unlawfully, obtained through deals with government or military contracts. In recent years, such enterprises have become increasingly globalized. Some dealers form smuggling networks with wonderful web pages where you can put a bunch of things in your cart and maybe even get points so that you can put those towards coupons. And
yes, do you
also
have the
deal in
loyalty
money
card?
laundering, drug trafficking, and even more.
Welcome to Machine Gun Emporium. Do you have a membership?
I have some CS2 weapon skins. Is that it?
No, yes, you're welcome. Come right on in. You know,
Good God, no, we don't
we
deal
can
in CS2 weapon skins. What are you talking about?
those are for gambling. But
Yeah, fair. Haractal, thank you for the raid. Come on in. Come on in. How are you doing this evening? What were you up to? What were you playing?
Haractal, cheers and welcome.
And thank you for 113 months. Welcome. Oh my God, 113. Holy shit. That is just under 9.5 years. So the arms dealer is AliExpress. You know, I nearly said something like that, but I really didn't want to put any specific nationality on the joke.
I want to know what a Temu Patriot missile system would cost.
This is a Patriot
I'm really
missile?
curious.
You mean Patriot missile? No. Patriot missile.
Patriot missiles.
Legally distinct.
Yes. Now, I don't want the Johnny Crockett. I want the Johnny Walker. That's what I'm looking for.
Alf, the neighborhood alien, is selling guns now. I mean... Look, the cats, over time, they got more squirrely, and he started to need new ways to get to them.
We moved online, and he's been following us.
Be right back, checking Temu for missiles. All right, well, welcome to Wish.bomb.
No, that shouldn't be so funny.
I know, it's not that funny. It's not that funny.
Oh, God, why did you win the internet? Out of everything this week, you won the internet. It was you.
Oh.
Oh,
Yay,
Wish.bomb, you monster.
I'm winning.
No, enough of your ween. Please continue the story.
Alphard?
The attempted bioterrorist attack on Kasagumi Mecha Super Deluxe Ultra Mega Edition Saturn Genesis, a hotel bombing in Chicago.
So the first result Satan found was a model RPG round. Legit thought it was real for a second. If you see Dr. Emma Brown around anywhere, it'll leave you so fast. Great Scott.
Has a hand in all of them. He's one of those market fisters.
You know what?
If
I'm
anyone's
pretty
going to
sure
spread
that is a
virus.
deservable term that can be applied to various people using shit like Kalshi.
Oh, no.
What do you know about this criminal? Kano asked. Stanley's expression grew even darker. I know this guy. This is Kaiser Soze.
Oh, no. Not him again. Alphard's signature is an extremely meticulous planning thing. But I don't mean meticulous in the way of, like, the way you would think meticulous. It's more like obsessive compulsive stupid backwards. Their plans are perfectly imperfect. Do you know what I mean, bro? Do you get what I'm saying?
Kano shook his head. You know.
Alphard deliberately engineers accidents to make things complicated and unpredictable. It's difficult to get a good grasp on what's going on when the situation seems to be falling apart.
I like that oxymoronic precision.
Oxymoronic precision. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a contender. A contender for Internet of the Night. People tend not to consider that coincidental mishaps might be anything but. In the end, they don't even realize they were playing right into the mastermind's filthy fisting hands all along.
Why did it have to be filthy fisting hands? Why can they not
Because
be
the
clean, well-oiled fisting hands?
Just machine oiled up.
Oh, no.
That smell of machine oil. It's like, oh yeah.
Who's ready for the piston?
Oh God. You made it worse. You somehow made it worse.
That's my job.
Oh no, that's my job.
Well, you started this, so it's got to be my job to make it worse.
Oh dear.
Kano could hear the intensity in Stanley's voice. Keep rolling downhill, it's fine. Look, I've given up on my Sisyphean task of managing to push this uphill at all. I'm riding this fucking boulder straight to hell.
I'm afraid, under a friendier, that's all I can say.
We're friends. Stanley held out his right hand.
See you around, Canoe. If we're still alive.
We're still alive. Kano let that sink in for a moment. Nah, I'll shake your hand after we finish this case. With a slight smile, Stanley withdrew his hand.
That's not how this works.
Then the two bumped fists instead. Bro power!
Oh no. You're a PewDiePie fan as well? We're so fucked.
Good God, why would you even...
They're bro fisting. They're literally bro fisting.
You're lying.
All right. We'll meet again, Canoe. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, and see you then.
Yeah.
Get back how far down the time stream? We are nearly at the end of the 1500 to 1600 block. We got most people through it. We have a keep out we're still working on here. But we are now
There
a
is
few
a
minutes
branch
away.
coming up that we haven't seen yet.
Oh, yeah.
Though. Okay. See you then.
No sooner had Stanley departed than Kuze's voice came in over the wireless.
Attention, all units. As of now, further investigations on the kidnapping cases is going to be suspended, I think you'll find.
The director's voice sounded strangely cold.
I repeat, as of now, further investigations into looking for the women's and the Shibuyas. Don't do that no more, okay?
Do you guys think this is the prequel to that one Yakuza zombie game? Oh my god, Dead Souls. Oh, that game was so painful to play through.
It was not the worst idea, but I gotta say, the control scheme was an absolute nightmare. Just watching you, I could see through the screen, your brain like trying to rewire to be able to control the cursor on screen. It was terrifying.
The control scheme is what you get if you describe a shooter to someone who has never seen or played one.
Oh no.
It was, oh my lord.
You did a great job though.
Wait, hold on, sir? Kano shouted.
Canoe, is that you? Are you still alive somehow?
Can you let us know why?
Oh shit, I thought you was dead. We received information from Maria O'Sowers. She's been infected with some sort of unknown virus. And it's just been released everywhere all over Shibuya. We're all going to die. You know, except for me, I'm in a hermetically. I got a HEPA filter, you know, one of them. Got it on Rakuten, and I wear it just, you know, not on my face, it's on the backside, but I'm just making sure that nothing bad gets in there. So I'm fine, but you're fucked.
Well, that matched up with what Stanley had said earlier, mostly.
An anti-bioterrorism security superforce, we call them the Bio Boys, will be probably deployed in Shibuya eventually.
There you go. Have some bioterrorism. And it was so good to watch, Cubby. I'm glad it was fun to watch. I do also remember it gave us the Solarian lines about dirty holes. Oh, I hear baby exploding in the background.
Magnifying glass?
Yes, magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass.
Mushi Megane? Mushi Megane.
Mushi. Well, it's for looking at bugs. Don't point the bug thing at the sun unless you want the bugs to. If it's cockroaches, yes. Death beam. Death beam machine. Bioterrorism. Terrorism involving biological agents such as bacteria or viruses. Biological weapons are easier to acquire and transport than nuclear weapons because they rely on an organism's natural ability to proliferate or infect or maybe even love. They can yield powerful results for low effort, kind of like YouTube. For these reasons, recent years have seen widespread apprehension about the possibility that such weapons might be used by terrorists. In the event of a bioterrorist attack occurring in Japan, temporary quarantine and decontamination of your slop and maybe even fruit love would be set up in the area affected. This is no longer one of them simple kidnapping cases. I think we're going to have to move this up to medium or maybe even high difficulty. Our part in this is all wrapped up.
I think I'm gonna go help with that. I'm gonna leave you here for a moment. I'll be right back.
Oh no! All right. You go and check on the screaming one. The Bio Boys, Chris and Leon. Oh god. It brings back such horrible PSTD. Oh, I'm sure you guys have heard a million times about the now's our chance. Shoot it of Resident Evil 6. If you're ever in a boss fight with a giant amoeba and the game is telling you to, here is your chance, shoot it, don't. Go over there and stab it. That is the only way to progress the fight. The game lies to you. It lies. But yeah, man, what can I tell you guys about? So, good news. Instead of streaming from my bedroom with my mattress on the floor because we couldn't get a bed frame to fit in the space that I was in before, I actually have a little room. I have a little room for my setup, and I managed to cut out Windows's audio management stuff out of everything in my loop, and now I run everything through one little audio deck thing that I have set up, and oh my god, having a space for me and my computer and my guitar and my 3D printer, and I have a little tiny slice of heaven, which is awesome. The bedrooms are a little bit smaller, and we have to figure out some things for like shelves and all the other storage. But while we don't have a basement, we do have an attic. So after this, my work is going to be taking all of the boxes that do not have a specific place in the house, winter coats and stuff, because I have some big thick winter coats from Canada that we just don't use here in Tokyo. All of that's going to be going up. So yeah. Man, the move was painful. It was super painful. Literally, I thought like my hands, the joints on all of my fingers were super sore, and I thought I'd given myself arthritis. But it was really just laying down tape by hand and ripping off tape by hand repeatedly for literally a couple of days all put together. But yeah, no, we totally survived it. And like, I've got a couple of big monitors and a TV. The moving company managed to get everything over here without a scratch. One of the things that's really cool about Japanese moving companies is when they're going into a place, they have this kind of like plastic corrugated cardboard stuff. Well, it's plastic, it's not paper, but it's the exact same thing as cardboard, but they lay it down on all the walls inside the space so that if anything touches a wall, it's not going to leave a scratch. And these guys were like, they were able to get boxes out of the house faster than we could tape them up. Like, it was pretty ridiculous. So yeah, Japanese moving companies, these guys were just super duper on point. Like, there was one point where I was like watching this guy, because I was kind of getting a little bit self-conscious because I was trying to help out with some things and move some stuff, and I was getting a little bit sweaty. At that point, this one guy walked in and he looked like he had jumped into a swimming pool, climbed out, and was coming into the house. And his manager's like, maybe we should take a break. And I went out there to go and offer them some ice water and whatnot. But every single one of them had like this giant, like 2-liter, 3-liter container of like ice water. And I think some of them had like what's called a mugicha, which is like a barley tea. And yeah, no, they were like, yeah, this is a thing. We work our asses off. We sweat ourselves to freaking death. We go outside, we have some cold drinks, and then we come in and we do this again. This is all part of the schedule. And it was like, Jesus Christ, you guys are pros. If you ever want to lose weight and get strong in Japan real quick, go and work for one of these moving companies. They will take care of you. But yeah, no, I'm really, really excited. I think the one thing that I would say about the house, everything put together, is there's a lot of plastic in here. Like, we have what's it, kind of like the floor moldings, you know, what is the term for it? Christ. Across the floor there's a piece of wood that, Chad, if you can help me out with whatever the hell this thing is called, that kind of matches the floor to the wall. Those
Trim?
things. Trim. Well, trim. Is it trim? Maybe. We'll call it trim. The trim is plastic. The trim around the doors is plastic. All this stuff is plastic, and it's all white plastic. It's exactly what my wife wanted in her dreams because it's super duper clean right now. I have seen that probably in about 5 to 7 years, all of this is going to turn a specific ochre color of yellow. And she's like, oh God, it will, won't it? I've seen this. I know how this turns out. I'm like, don't worry. I got you, fam. I know what a Super Fammy and a Famicom looks like. There are color schemes that actually look good with that old yellow, and I am 100% down for making my house look like a retro console that has yellowed over time. So we'll have to see how it all works out, but yeah.
Boy, is minorly exploding in the background, and there's not much I can do about it.
No worries, no worries. Actually, since you've done that, I'm going to run to the washroom, and you can entertain chat for maybe
I will continue the lines if I can. I'll wait for
Hold
you to
the
get back.
line!
All right, hold the line. We
Okay,
held the
I'm
line. Captain Carey
I'm-
says.
It's
Wow.
fine. I'll be right back.
Are you okay? Jesus Christ. Oh, anyways. My week has probably been less eventful than his since I'm not in the process of moving. I would love to get in the process of moving over to Japan, but we're still now 8 months into the 2-month immigration process. Yeah, that's not exactly moving at any sort of speedy pace, but hey, I've got the entirety of next week off work, so I get to spend that with the boy and help him explode less, I hope. Big win this week, though, is that we managed to get him reacclimated to the bassinet, which means we no longer have to worry about one of us being pinned at all times by him, which means we actually get to kind of do things again within the house, which is nice because otherwise, pretty much since we brought him home from the hospital, he had to be sleeping on someone or on someone in some capacity at all times, so always one of us is pinned. We finally managed to break that stranglehold. Like proper bureaucratic processes, time works different there. Well, no. Normally, this bureaucratic process does average about 2 months. The reason we're 8 months into it is because when they decided to change the requirements for this particular visa, they were invalidating 96% of the existing ones, which means that everyone who already had one attempted to re-up theirs before the new legislation took hold, which means fucking 96% of the visa holders just tried to reactivate it. So, welcome to the absolute flood of paperwork. I have no idea at this point when we will actually hear anything. There is really no telling. Dime was just telling us about how Japanese moving companies are. Yeah, I gather his did a very good job. I typically prefer to move myself, but at the very least, I prefer to box everything myself. I don't trust other people to box my stuff up. Every time I let other people box my things up, things get broken. Every time I do it, everything comes out perfectly. I let people move the stuff. I don't let anyone pack it. Oh man, so something Daimyo and I have been talking about possibly doing is trying to find a way to do cooperative board gaming. Not TTS, not Tabletop Simulator, but actual physical cooperative board gaming on stream, both together and with the community, which I thought would be really, really, really cool to do as a change of pace. And I have so many interesting ones to dig into at this point. Ian, he's back. Welcome back, dude.
I'm back. Thank you very much for your patience. All right.
Onto my line.
No, he's not. He's not.
No, that's my line.
All right, that's
Yes,
your
right.
line.
Our part in this is finished. No, it's not. We haven't managed to resolve anything.
Canoe, I assure you that everyone feels exactly the same way that I do.
Kuze's voice had a cautionary tone.
They're still performing the autopsy on the body found in the blue minivan that exploded. We're pretty sure that he died of old age. And we'll let you know once we've got a positive ID on this 20-year-old that died of old age in the back of an exploding minivan.
Hey, Venusian Wolf said, hello, Dilf Duo and company. Jesus Christ. Good God.
Oh, wait, that means dad. Oh, no, no. I'd go for Wilf. Weirdo I'd like to fire. I'll accept that.
No. A Wilf in our line of work is a weirdo I'd like to fund.
Oh,
Please fund the weirdo.
No.
Weirdo will make
Okay,
games. Please fund the weirdo. Dilf Duo and company legit sounds like a moving company.
Just remember, Extra Crispy Satan,
You're the company.
This is true. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to throw out the YouTube link because we are also streaming to that side as well. Feel free to do us the courtesy of the dual lurk or hit the like button and all. And there are the socials for people interested in that, and the Discord because that's where I actually hang out. I don't do the socials so much anymore because it's just social media has become. That's just 10 of awful.
I get it.
Pony button is not
Yeah.
broken. The entire bot that had the pony button is broken. Director.
There's that.
But the line had already gone dead.
He hung up on his walkie-talkie? How does that work?
Left at a loss, Kano gazed out at the cityscape. The sight of the bombed vehicle had calmed down briefly, but now that the news networks had begun reporting, the herd of onlookers was growing. There was also a sizable crowd gathered outside of a large home electronics store. The large LCD televisions on display were showing a press conference being held by the governor of Tokyo. Here's our decision. Kano might learn something new about the case, watch the broadcast, or our part is over, we should find Rumi before it's too late.
Rumi, our
girlfriend.
wannabe wife?
Yes, the one that we want to be our wife. And Rumi's dad, who does not want us to be anything.
Oh. So honestly, if it was me, it's like, oh yeah, no, giant virus outbreak, everyone's going to die, we can't do anything about it. I would probably be like, The end is nigh. I'm going to go and meet my incredibly lovable, wonderful muffin. And go over there, trying to warn people out of Shibuya, even as ineffective as it could possibly be. But this is Canoe, and that electronics shop might have some Broncon CRT televisions where we can send ourselves a mail to the past.
Oh,
and thereby...
I don't think we're going to be doing that. I think we should probably find our wife-to-be.
But what if Maria was to be stabbed in the third-story back room of a place because her dad is kind of a jerk? To be fair, it lines up. And thereby change the entire timeline.
Which is all the more reason we should go and find the body, right? So that we can trigger this. Because if we don't find the body, we won't send the text. And if we don't send the text, we can't diverge the timelines.
Which means we absolutely have to pick A.
No, that's literally the opposite.
What are you talking about? Go and hang out with your girlfriend is find the bodies and save the world?
Yes, if we go to find her, we'll find her body.
That we are not dating Maria. I think you will find.
I thought you said Rumi was going to get stabbed in a back room by her dad.
No, Maria. Ruby's a bit character. She barely.
Well, if we go
has,
hang out with her, she might stop being as bit of a character.
I'll leave it up to you, but I have spoken.
All right, fine. This man would keep his head in the case. You're not wrong about that. You're talking about community board gaming. Made me remember Talisman. Now I need a drink. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Reaper responded with the same thing. Immediately brought Talisman up and was like, man, I buried those memories deep, deep, deep in the darkest recesses.
Oh, God. What were those card games that me and you and Stampede play? I know there's like the one about Slack. There was the Dungeon Spelunker. What was it? Munchkin?
I still have my Space Munchkin, Munchkin Impossible, and Munchkin Bites sets.
If there was ever a way to start a fist fight amongst geeks, it is those games.
Munchkin... Yeah.
I never won a game of Munchkin, but I did strategically vote more than once to stop someone else from winning a game of Munchkin because the game is cruel and unusual. Not unlike the American electoral system. Oh. It's basically the same thing. It's literally the same game.
Congratulations, Wolfzen. Signed the lease, moving to a new place tomorrow. Excellent. Oh, as the cover said, the Talisman's the only fucking game we played for 6 hours with no resolution. Yes, yeah. The worst part is I remember playing one very long game of it, and early on I nearly won, and then someone did something specifically to fuck me out of winning, and then the game just went on and on and on thereafter, and by the end of it we were like, oh god, I wish he just won at that point in time.
Oh, there is that.
How might learn something new about the case? He decided to watch the broadcast. How would you like to be the governor of Tokyo?
I would love to be the governor of Tokyo. Just give me one moment.
Closely with the administration, we're keeping a careful eye on the situation as it develops.
The governor's expression was solemn as he spoke. The moment he finished his statement, the reporters bombarded him with questions. Now, this seems similar to the bioterrorist attack on Kasumigaseki 2 years ago. Is there any possible connection?
What countermeasures do we have in the event of the Shibuya thing with the targeted... what? Oh, that's a question from you. I'm asking myself. Don't worry, we're not loading the deck. I misread the script for the presentation today. I'll beg your patience. Thank you very much. But yes, I will answer my own question now.
You've never finished a game of Monopoly? I don't believe that anyone actually ever has. Monopoly ends when someone finally just says, fuck this, I'm out.
Monopoly ends when capitalism falls.
The governor was visibly disconcerted.
If this does turn out to be a bioterrorist attack, we will establish emergency shelters with a large-scale quarantine station in Yoyogi Park.
Dude, this sounds like the
Because
start of a Megaten game.
I'm pretty sure this is the start. It's like, oh no, a bunch of weird radicals went to Yoyogi Park and started a... No. They were running away from something. There's a quarantine station. They were looking for help, but they got branded as something else. Too real.
However, there are still many details that remain unknown.
The politician was clearly struggling to maintain his composure, while sounding evil as shit. Can you comment on the rumors we're hearing that Shibuya might be blockaded off? See, this really is turning into it. Do you remember being stuck inside the Yamanote ring in Devil Survivor?
Oh, yeah.
That was a freaking great game.
Don't be redonkulous.
The governor barked.
What outlet were you with? Who allowed you to ask questions? Have you paid your proper taxes so that you can ask things of the government? Are you trying to start a panic when we don't even know the details that I haven't given you yet because I can't say that because the company won't allow me to? Besides, it wouldn't be possible to blockade the whole of Shibuya unless we used the device.
This is just governor of a city. Technically,
But the press
Japan's at the top level, you're looking at the prime minister and the emperor. Depending on how you look at it, right?
It depends on how you look at it. It depends on how you look at it, you know. I gotta say, I'm not big on emperors, but the Emperor of Japan, kind of a chill dude. Kind of a chill dude.
The press conference continued. The governor and reporters locked in a belligerent back and forth. Kana left the electronics store and headed for the cafe where Ruby and Shizuo were waiting. He had to tell them both to get far away from Shibuya. Now might be a good time to take that ending where we went and became a farmer instead. The Cafe Lautrec seemed quiet when Kano arrived. Shizuo was sitting alone. Kano scanned the establishment but didn't see Rumi anywhere. One of the staff greeted him. It's meatwad time.
Welcome. Just one for you, big boy?
No, I'm meeting someone actually.
Oh, of course you are. Come this way.
The hostess smiled and then went on her way. Shizuo was glaring at him. Kano walked over to him and bowed deeply. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I'm Shinya Kano.
Oh, you look like even more of a knuckle dragger than I thought.
Wait a minute. Didn't we say that we were going to go and police the policing thing and not go and run away with Rumi?
No, we said we were going to go listen to the press conference, and we did. And now we're arriving here later than we would have otherwise.
Oh. Okay.
Shizuo maintained his appraising stare.
Rumi has something she needed to do, so she stepped away for a while.
He said after a long moment. Kano sat down across from him. There was a laptop computer open on the table.
428 laptop computer. Right now the laptop is in sleep mode and there's nothing on the monitor, but just before Canoe came in, Shizuo was browsing the internet for him. He takes his user handle.
Oh no.
His handle from a nickname for the apples he grows on his own farm, which are pretty little things. And also, how did a police officer purchase a farm and get into a Big Apple? But they're nearly as sweet as honey.
Oh my god. We joked about this, but he really is the fucking person that Osawa messages.
Oh yeah. No, him and Osawa are tight. Tight with that hot,
God.
sweet apple honey.
Oh no. The waitress came by to take Kano's order, so he asked for an iced coffee.
Would you like an iced coffee?
What are you using the computer for? Kano asked. I can still hear myself in your end.
Sorry. I'll turn that down. I just like it when your voice is big, but also I have a speaker on the side of my head that gets close to my microphone. I'm a bad person, and I take all the blame. I won't change, though.
It's throwing me a bit every so often.
I'm on the internet.
Shizuo's voice was low and gruff. This cafe has an internet connection? May as well start with a little small talk.
So what?
Again, Shizuo glared at Kano. The words wouldn't come. Now your baby in the background.
Baby in the background. Oh, I adore that raging voice of anger.
Not sure what's going on with him. He's actually usually pretty chill.
Yeah, he seemed super chill when he was like in the baby, buttress, whatever, mega ultra wrap.
Yeah, something's bothering him more than food. I don't know what yet. I might have to go deal with that soon. No, actually, this is no time to be making idle chit-chat. They got infected with the virus, Rumi and Shizuo might die. Look, please, you need to leave Shibuya right away. Shizuo's face contorted with confusion.
What are you talking about? Why?
Kano wasn't sure if he should tell the truth or not. He was strictly prohibited from discussing a case with anyone outside the department. As a former policeman himself, Shizuo ought to understand full well the secrecy an investigation required. It wasn't like he'd just up and leave town without a good reason. Please listen, Kano said. There's risk of a bioterrorist attack, or it's very important you go, though I'm not at liberty to tell you why.
Ooh, he is kind of under NDA.
We are. And I don't think friendier extends to someone who doesn't like us this much.
That's true. Ooh, this is a tough one. I mean, honestly, okay, so we're a cop talking to another cop, really. It's very important that I can't tell you why.
Yeah.
Seems, for a cop who knows the situation, more important than there's a risk of a bioterrorist attack, right? Like, at that level, you don't need the details. You're like, no, this is serious. Serious? Serious. Okay, I'm out. If it's serious, serious, I'm out. Don't need to know.
All right. It's very important you go, though I'm not at liberty to tell you why. Even if it was Rumi's father, Kano couldn't bring himself to leak secret information. His mind spun with regret.
Well, I don't need your say-so.
Shizuo huffed.
I'm sick of this town anyway.
Kano was a bit relieved to hear that.
Does this have something to do with the case you're working?
What?
You're telling me to leave Shibuya. Does that have something to do with your case?
Yes, Kano admitted.
So why don't you run off with Rumi then?
Shizuo's tone was frank. Well, I mean... Kano didn't have an answer handy. Shizuo let out a single heavy sigh.
It's a subscriber.
Amy, thank you for the Prime Gaming in 96 months. 8 years. 8 freaking years. Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Amy.
Goal!
Is your work important to you?
He asked. Kano hesitated.
Is it more important than Rumi?
Well, again, Shizuo cut Kano off as he waffled over how to answer.
Me, I used to put my work before my family. There was no question in my mind that combating society's ills and solving cases was worth any price. Because of that, I did some pretty reckless things. Almost wound up dead more than once.
Shizuo paused, a forlorn look in his eyes.
My wife did nothing but worry about me. So much that I didn't even realize when she'd worried herself sick. I was so caught up in my work that I wasn't even there for her when she finally passed away. It was all so very absurd of me.
Waitress came by and set Kano's iced coffee on the table. It sat there untouched until Shizuo looked at it pointedly. With a tiny nod, Kano brought the cup to his lips. The bittersweet liquid was a balm to his parched throat.
I told Rumi the same story,
Shizuo continued.
but I didn't tell her how absurd it was. Told her that her father only did what he had to do.
He took a sip from his glass of water.
Rumi, she's very much like a mother used to be. The personalities are almost identical, and I don't want her to suffer the same way my wife did.
Shizuo's fist clenched in his lap.
What was it that made you become a detective in the first place? He asked.
Well, at first I got the job because I thought it would make Rumi happy. And then I guess also because I thought it would make you like me, sir. It was the truth, but Shizuo simply chuckled.
If your goal is to get me to like you, you may as well give up now.
I'm sorry, sir, Kano said. I can't do that.
Are you this stubborn around Rumi?
Shizuo grumbled. I love your daughter, sir, and I want to keep her safe, to make her happy.
And why is that?
She gives really good head. Sorry, nope. Can't do it, sorry.
No, you can't. You cannot win the internet twice. That's not a thing you tell to the father.
I'm sorry.
Of the girl
Statement retracted. Statement retracted.
Oh,
Damn it, I
jeez.
can't do his voice.
I need the virtual couch, and I'm glad we continued to do it. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you enjoyed that, but I think there's enough screaming in the background that I'm probably going to have to bail early.
All right.
It sounds like fucking chaos back there, and I can't leave her alone for that.
Nah. Oh, no worries, no worries. If we need to wrap things up early, we can wrap things up early.
Hopefully we're nearly at the... We're about to hit this to be continued, I think. Whenever I think about her, it just feels so amazing. And I'm sure that you or anyone can empathize with that. Everyone has someone they want to protect who makes them feel that good.
It's an admirable thing, wanting to be a detective and protect the happiness of the people. That doesn't mean you need to ignore your own happiness in the process.
What you say may be true, sir. Earlier today, my partner was stabbed. And today's his wife's birthday. Shizuo arched his brow.
Is he going to make it?
We're not sure yet. Last I knew, he was in critical condition.
This is why I keep saying the life of a detective is...
Shizuo's words trailed off into a lamenting murmur. Even so, Kano was unmoved. Dictum number 1. Never lose sight of what you're supposed to protect. Ever.
What's that?
The voice that made me think of the grandma from Ace Attorney?
Oh, it's definitely the voice we used for Windbag. Old bag. Old bag. Wendy Old Bag.
Wendy Oldbag.
Wendy Oldbag. And something a senior detective I admire very much said. It's the fundamental guiding principle I've stuck to as a detective. But I was wrong about the real meaning behind it. My partner was stabbed, and there are people I want to rescue. So much has happened, and now I finally understand what those words mean. When you see someone in trouble, you help them. That's not something a good detective does. That's something a good person does. Kano took a good long look at Shizuo's face. This dude looks like he would run the mob.
He probably ran them down more than once.
He had surprised himself, finding the words to speak his feelings so clearly, and he wondered what effect it had on the older man. I'm sure that from your perspective as my future father-in-law, my being a detective means I'm putting my life on the line. But that's not entirely true. I can only be myself. This is the kind of person I am. I care about helping people. Even if I were a baker, or a brewer, or a bookseller, I'd still act the same way.
You're being ridiculous. A baker and a detective don't assume anywhere near the same risks.
You haven't tasted my baking. I suppose that's true. Kano fussed with his hair sheepishly. Shizuo grumbled.
I think I see what kind of man you are now.
He sounded oddly defeated.
Which is why now is no time to just futz around.
Kano sat up straighter at Shizuo's weighty tone.
A detective needs more than just passion. A detective can't solve all his problems with sheer determination alone. But at the same time, he needs more than just the ability to coldly assess a situation. He needs the conviction to stick to a case when it might otherwise seem prudent to give up.
Something new in Shizuo's expression now, and a gleam in his eyes that hadn't been there before. I don't know, baking your start before sunrise, which is peak lion hunting hours.
Every time I bake bread, I'm at risk of being devoured by lions.
Oh no.
Wow. Okay, thanks for quote baking.
Take you, Quotorius of the Abyss.
Okie dokie then.
Well, you know, you can get your yeast from a few different sources.
Oh no! Why?
Sorry, sorry, Satan. I'm sorry. I went too far, Satan. I apologize. That was too much. That was too much.
Oh, Kano almost felt like he was being sermonized to by a senior officer.
You got that. You need a cool mind but a fiery spirit. A detective without both of those is worth nothing.
Do you mind if I write that down in my notebook here?
Look,
Shizuo said, sounding suddenly embarrassed.
aren't you in a hurry? Don't you have to get back to your case?
Ah, yes, and sir, please, I need you and your daughter to leave Shibuya right away.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Kano conjured up Rumi's face in his mind. Not that we'll get to see it. We still have never seen it. We know that she might actually be a pop singer, but we're not certain. There was a chance he might never see her again. He forced the thought away as best he could.
By the way, if I may ask,
Shizuo said.
what was it about Rumi that made you fall in love with her?
I will not repeat myself. What?
Her blowies are great. Blowy jam.
You're fucking fired.
Oh no. Chat, he had a different co-host. How much worse could this possibly go?
I will also be my own co-host.
Oh no. Your throat.
Where's this coming from all of a sudden?
Was it her looks?
No, it wasn't just that. Connor found himself tongue-tied again. Trying to decide if... Okay, there we go.
I mean, she is pretty cute, even if this is my own daughter I'm talking about.
Shizuo was shocked at my grinning from ear to ear. Well, yes, she sure is, Connor replied. And it's more than just that. She's also very sweet and kind-hearted.
Oh, she is, isn't she?
Yeah, she really is. For the first time, Kano and Shizuo smiled at one another.
You're a man who lets his emotions show on his face,
Shizuo said.
and for a detective, that's... Actually, that's not so bad.
Thank you, sir, Kano said. He bowed to Shizuo as he stood up from his seat.
Never lose sight of what you're supposed to protect, huh? I like that. Wise words indeed.
Kano turned to look back and then bowed deeply to Shizuo one last time. Damn, I was hoping for it to be continued.
Soon.
The ability to coldly assess a situation. Kano knew what he needed to do. There was one thing that was nagging him. No matter how hard he thought about it, it still didn't add up. Why would Tatano let Alcarawan go free? He needed to get back to the precinct to get the truth from Alcarawan firsthand. Dad's okay? Yeah, I like him now. As he walked along, he considered what he did know about the facts of the case. Just what sort of plan had Alphard put into motion here? It seemed that Tanaka and Osawa held the key to understanding it. There had been relay handoffs of the phony attaché case, relay that Tanaka had been complicit in. And there was Hitomi missing, carrying the antiviral. Osawa, there we go, had confirmed that himself.
Confirmed that himself.
There we go. Excellent. That is the one we need, I bet. Kano was starting to form a vague picture of what Alphard was up to. If the mastermind's goal was to acquire the antiviral, then obtaining the cooperation of Osawa and Tanaka was vital to that plan. After all, their fingerprint verification was required to physically access the drug. Hey, it's the recap episode. In order to overcome that hurdle, Alphard had presumably managed to win over Tanaka somehow, then kidnapped Maria Osawa to provide leverage against her father. No doubt that was how they'd gotten Hitomi to take the antiviral with her to Hachiko. While the police were distracted by following the attaché case, Alphard would then take the antiviral from Hitomi. That was the general plan as far as Kano could surmise. Just then, a call from Kuze came in over the wireless. I guess he stopped hanging up on us.
We've identified the body found inside the blowed-up minivan.
All right, before we get the answer, who do you think? I'm thinking Tanaka.
I'm thinking Tanaka as well. I think Mr. Tanaka has not Tanaka. That's a different guy, but Mr. Tanaka has definitely found his way into the van and has been blowed up. Real good.
I think he's outlived his usefulness and now he's toast. My question, though, is there anyone else it could be that would be totally unexpected right now? Tatano. I'm trying to think of who else could be out there that we'd absolutely not expect. If we're wrong about who the man in the cane is, the only other person would be like, wait, really? Is if Tatano is in the van.
Okay, so
Yanagishita.
we're
We've seen
certain
Yanagishita
the guy with
since
the
he grew
cane
up.
is Tatano, right? Like, we met
We're fairly
Tatano,
certain,
it's
but
like-
we have not actually had definitive confirmation. We're just fairly certain of it.
But we okay, so
It's never been
the deal
confirmed.
was Sasser met Tatano and said, "Hey, I'm taking this guy into the precinct. Could you do it for me?" And we went from there. So we haven't actually seen a physical connection between Caney McRevolverface
Yep.
and Tatano yet. But we're
Not yet.
pretty sure.
Yeah, we're fairly certain that's him. But his body turning up, since Tatano has supposedly been missing, and if it turns out we're wrong and the man with the cane is not him, then Tatano has been missing for a while.
I'm honestly 50-50 between Tatano, Monokuma, and Majima. Majima could show up anywhere at any time.
This is true, but this would be Majima dead.
Just because he got blowed up in a minivan and has no pulse doesn't mean he's dead. We have seen his spin-off game, Majima and the Dead. Could be a thing. Could be a
Fair
thing.
enough. Okay. Kano's hand tingled as it gripped the wireless. We're going to get the to be continued right here, aren't we? We're not going to get the answer. Ah, there we go.
Mamoru Tanakers, male, 40 years young, an employee of Okoshi Pharmaceuticals. Positive ID was obtained from the subject's personal belongings that we found buried deep up inside of him. It's one well of a way to keep your passport safe, but man, Border Patrol must be rough.
What? Kano gasped. If Tanaka was dead, it would now be almost impossible to access the antiviral drug in the laboratory. At this point, the only antiviral that had any chance of obtaining was whatever Hitomi was carrying. Kano thought back to what Stanley had said earlier.
Even if we get Maria to safety, the mastermind is in possession of the virus. If they want to, they can unleash a bioterrorist attack on Shibuyers at any time. To put it bluntly, the lives of every man, woman, child, and weeaboo in the city are in their hands.
So the parakeets are safe now, you said. But now the weeaboos are at risk.
Hey, look, it's a constantly evolving situation. Stay tuned.
Oh. Chill ran down Kano's spine. If someone did release the Ua virus, there'd be no way to stop it from spreading. If Alphard really was planning a bioterror attack, Shibuya would well and truly become a city of the dead. He couldn't help but feel that the whole department was playing right into Alphard's hands. Kano staggered, physically stricken by the realization of just how terrifying a foe they were up against. Oh my god. Quote, men, women, children, and weeaboos. I've made everyone angry. Not my finest moment.
Oh no, Clitorius!
Oh my god, why?
Dear.
Damn, Quatorius, what the shit? Alright, gonna jump back to the jump.
We got it to be continued though, so that means
Yes.
we're end of the block.
Oh, we gotta get Osawa there.
Well, Canoe
Which
is at
means-
the end of the block, and he was the furthest away. So
Yes. So now we just have to get the jump. There we go.
Osawa-san.
And he was only minutes from the end of the block too, so.
Oh no! Bad ending.
God.
Bad ending.
Before the news was shared with the Osawas, the members of the investigation team quietly briefed Detective Kajiwara. Osawa and I sat on the sofa on the far side of the room watching.
I need my emotion wheel.
Yes, I was going to
Hold
say,
on.
get your thing. They could see Kajiwara go pale. He wiped the sweat from his forehead with a handkerchief several times. Dude, I want to write a tiny program for you that you just press a button, it will generate a 2-part thing.
I will. Honestly, at this point, yes.
Just get an XML,
yes.
fill it full of, A's and B's, and then let it just grab an A, grab a B, smash them together, and give you a random-ass thing.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to
I can write a
despondent
small Python script
totalitarianism.
for that.
They could see Kajiwara go pale. He wiped the sweat from his forehead with a handkerchief several times. I'm irradiated again. Oh, bad news, Osawa thought. You're up, Kaj.
Bad, sad, Mr. Osawa and ma'am.
Kajiwara shuffled his way over to them at last.
We've just gotten word from headquarters. 428 headquarters. Right now, the task force is in an uproar after a change in direction from the higher-ups. The detectives, written in red, who were at the scene, have been ordered to discontinue the kidnapping investigation of the young woman and not do anything at all, while
So
upper
what is-
management decides where to pivot so that we can vector towards victory.
I wonder if we could have... I wonder if there was a catch-out if we'd made a different choice there? We didn't get a keep-out on that side, though.
We didn't.
He hesitated ominously. Osawa braced himself. Please, let us hear it.
Happy, angry. I think I need a more complex emotion wheel.
That's very
It would seem your daughter Maria is safe.
Say what? Osawa felt an unexpected surge of relief. Do you mean it? The case has been solved, added I. For a moment, they almost sounded like a happily married couple. It was only the stern look on Kajiwara's face that gave them pause.
Victimized inadequacy. I found a better wheel.
There you go. There you go.
However, as of yet, we do not have her in custody.
No, it's not just you, CTC. It's the open back earphones are occasionally causing. I'm loud. Like that.
I like you loud, but also my microphone is sensitive. Yeah.
That's fine. For the remainder of the night, I will just talk like this, and it'll hopefully you'll still be able to hear me fine, and it won't come through.
I'm just going to keep turning this up. Could you say something for us?
Just yeah, no. No, I can hear myself clearly.
I'll try to behave myself. I'm sorry. Kind of sorry.
I'm
I
not sure
feel
I
bad, but
understand. Sorry, what?
I feel sorry, but we'll see what changes next week.
ASMR Zero? Well, trust me, you'd rather have ASMR Zero than ASMR Johnny, because ASMR Johnny is like, here's a keg. Boom!
Who wants to hear how things sound when hit by a wrench?
Who wants to hear how my co-host sounds when hit by a wrench?
You're my co-host. I have so many metal things.
It's safer here. I'm not sure I understand, Osawa said. You know she's alive, but you don't have her. How? Deep furrows appeared in Kajiwara's forehead.
Skeptical Inquisition. I'm sorry, sir. The information we've received from up top is complicated. We've confirmed that she is able to escape confinement. It's just...
The detective gave every appearance of holding something back. If there's something you need to tell us, then just say it, Osawa told him.
Horrified insecurity. It would seem that Maria has been infected with a virus.
infected. Asawa felt as if a taloned claw just clutched his heart.
Inspired ridicule. It's not one I've ever heard of before, but apparently it's called the virus.
Asawa's vision went dark. He felt as if he'd plunged into a black void of despair. Darling? I asked raspily. She didn't need to put her fear into words. Asawa felt them just as plainly in his own gut.
Inferior pride. You're an expert on virology, aren't you, Mr. Osawa? How is it that your wife doesn't know the virus yet? Could you explain that to our audience?
Gotta wait for the next
yes.
line.
It all fits.
Asawa held up a hand to forestall further questions. There was no time for that. How many hours ago was she infected? He demanded.
Depressed anxiousness. It wasn't that much. She met this boy in this part of Shinjuku. He was kind of hot, but he also kind of looked like, you know, Michael J. Fox with his life preserver vest.
No, that's Hitomi. No, Mark. Anyways.
It's important to know, sir.
Depending on when Maria was infected, we may or may not still be. Sawa trailed off abruptly as the reality of the situation struck home. This wasn't the same as when Hitomi had been infected. Right now, there was no way of getting Tanaka's cooperation, which meant there was no way of accessing the antiviral storage. In other words, getting the cure to Maria would be impossible. Sawa's head swam. Detective Kajiwara, I beg of you. The people need to catch Tanaka as soon as possible. I cannot share the details, but if you do not, something terrible is going to happen. Just then, Kajiwara's cell phone rang. He picked up quickly.
Venerable betrayal. What? What did you just say to me? You little
damn it.
punk?
It's a race to see if the Gasm virus gets zero banned or the stream gets over. Either way, something is finishing.
Happy ending?
The detective's shout shattered the anxious silence that had fallen. I shuddered visibly at the outburst. Kajiwara nodded sharply, still listening, where creases formed in his forehead.
Disappointed cheekiness. Understood. I'll let them know.
He hung up. All eyes were on him.
Annoyed value. That was headquarters.
Osawa swallowed the lump in his throat. He could feel himself quaking all over.
Revolted stress. A minivan we believed belonged to the syndicate exploded near Jinan Station in Shibuyas. A body was found amongst the burning wreckage of the vehicle.
Who was it? Osawa interjected. Tell me. Please don't let it be Maria. Please don't let it be Hitomi. Kajiwara took a breath before speaking.
Repelled Inquisition. We've conclusively identified the remains as Mr. Tanaka's.
Oh, good God. I'm trying. How do I scream in that voice? No!
No! No!
The cry was visceral, almost bird-like. Caw-caw! Osawa looked around in surprise. It was I. It's not true. You're lying. Her shrill screams reverberated through the room. Osawa felt like he wanted to scream too. Tanaka dead, there was no way to get to the antiviral. Have a good night, BB guy. Rest well.
Wait a minute. What parts of him do we need? I'm pretty sure
Which
it's not a
meant that-
full body scan.
We need his password or his fingerprint, and I don't think he's telling us his password, and I'm pretty sure his fingers are gone.
Well, his password is 1234, and his fingers are a bit of a problem, yeah.
Which meant that Mario was going to die. Block done. Block done. Block done. We did the entire block in 2 sessions.
We're getting better. We're getting better. All these years
Preview.
playing video
Preview.
games. This ain't the old sauce no more. I'm gonna stop you. Oh, stop touching.
Oh, we're gonna get Jiro again.
What do you mean you're gonna kill? Minimize the spread of the virus.
Years later, we're finally getting trophies again.
We have reached choice and sacrifice.
So does everyone start? All right, 1600, 1610, 1600, 1600, 1605. All right, the man with the gun caught up to us.
Yeah, we didn't run away this time and join an eating competition.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
It could be worse. By a bit.
All right, give me a moment. I'm gonna go check on the state of Boy.
All right.
Because I might need to cut early tonight, but I'll just give you a minute to find out.
Fair. Oh, chat. Chat. He's left you all alone with me now. Oh, I hope you guys are doing well. I know there is a lot in the world that is going on. Hi, Groovy Dance. And thank you for the refreshments, Mama Cat. Oh my goodness. I prepared a little bit, but then we started talking about the game industry stuff for the first hour of the show. So it kind of stripped me of what I could actually speak on. But let's see. Ooh. Oh, God. Okay. Little side story. My son, last night, was curious. And, as a young man should be. And he wanted to experiment with installing Ubuntu with the KDE desktop on his PC. So I got him a live disk thing on a USB, put it in there, brought it back, and Windows exploded when we pulled it out. It was terrifying. Drives were not being recognized. His graphics card was no longer working properly, and only one of his monitors was actually showing up. And I had to spend the evening digging into it. It turns out that the problem was he has an AMD CPU with an AMD-based motherboard and an AMD graphics card, which works great in Linux. But at the exact same time, just before he shut down his PC and rebooted into Ubuntu, his operating system decided to install or download and prepare to install some new drivers from Microsoft that were effed up the A. And I had to go through afterwards and say, do not install future hardware driver updates, Microsoft, because you suck at it, and uninstall those, and then go back into safe mode and clear out and delete all the old drivers, and then reinstall the appropriate drivers for his machine. Because Windows decides that it wants to install drivers for your devices now, and it sucks at it. So yes, it was like, oh God, did we screw up the system somehow by running a live session of Ubuntu? No. It was just Windows. Windows decided to eat its own freaking face, while at the exact same time that we decided to do something else with the PC. So, no.
Well,
I hate it. Honestly, if we can find a solution, and I think Bitwit or something else as far as a DAW for his computer for making music, because he works in Godot, no problem. He works in Blender, no problem. It's just the music creation stuff. And I bought him an FL Studio license for his birthday. And he loves it, but yeah, I think we're going to have to say goodbye to FL Studio because there's no good solution in Linux. And yeah, we're going to move him over to a different operating system. Because Jesus Christ, just taking a peek at another operating system caused Windows to eat its own freaking face.
Well, on that rant, I do have to go.
All right, we're wrapping it up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap up. On the bright side, we've hit a great stopping point because now we are totally fresh to start anyone next Friday.
Oh no, this is a terrible stopping point.
It's the best stopping point.
What
Everything's
are we
fresh.
gonna
We
do?
don't have to remember anything.
Oh my.
Yeah, we don't have to remember anything, so it's the perfect stopping point. Absolute beginning of a new chapter. Our 3-hour show, we spent an hour of it just yapping and only got 2 hours of the game, but we did still actually manage to do the entire 15 to 1600 block in, I think, two nights, which is way better speed than we've had in this game for a long time. So now that I'm finally not crunching on DD2, I think everything's speeding up again.
There's a bit of that. But
It's like when I stopped
all
crunching
good.
on System Shock and all of a sudden the Nocturne playthrough took off.
Yeah, you actually had some time to do a little bit of grinding, and all of a sudden combat got much easier.
Yes, everything picked up at that point. But I do have to go and assist with the boy. So we are going to end a little bit early tonight, and you do not have your show this week because you're still wrapping up the just unpacking from the move. But I'm going to give you a shout out here.
No, thank you
yes,
very
it will.
much.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So he does.
I'm very
he
close.
does dev work on his channel. Yeah, what am I doing? Pitch your own channel.
I really appreciate you pitching my channel. But I do Unreal dev streams and game development, a bit of scripting, a bunch of Blender and whatnot. So if you're interested in game development and you want to see how the sausage is made, definitely stop by. But unfortunately, this weekend, I think that I'm going to spend all of today and tomorrow dealing with more boxes and throwing things in the attic. And we moved in last weekend. We're very close to getting closer to settled, but yeah, there's just so much going on right now that I probably shouldn't do 6 hours of game development. I tried to do a shorter stream not too long ago.
You failed.
And,
I tried to tell you to leave, and you failed.
I failed. I like once you pop, you can't stop. Like,
and that's why Kano likes Rumi.
oh my. But yeah. Well, hopefully next weekend we'll be back. It seems like my internet is working and my audio is working, which is very exciting. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and stay tuned. We will be getting back into more of the regular swing, as the situation evolves. But I'll leave it up to you. It's your show. Wrap it up.
Yep, wrapping it up. Seriously, thank you everyone for coming out and spending some of your Friday night here with us for a little bit more 428 Shibuya Scramble. We're actually making good progress finally after all this time. Looking forward to making more. If you have enjoyed yourself, Twitch side, please, by all means, hit the follow button. Come back again sometime. YouTube side, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I see the links to the various social things and Discord have already been dropped into the channel. Thank you very much, Satan, for handling that. Things to hear out of context.
Satan, you always have our back. Like, thank you so
Satan
much,
has
Satan.
my
Like,
back. Yeah, definitely things to hear out of context. The social stuff is mostly just for when I go live. The YouTube stuff has lots of the old VODs, but 430 videos are currently up, including the previous few episodes of 428 if you need to catch up, and typically at higher quality than we get to output to Twitch at. So if you want the high quality ones, that's where you get them.
Not bad.
Otherwise, I will catch people more in Discord, because that is where I'm more active, because social media is a fucking mess these days, and our Discord is actually, like, chill and fun, so that's where I am.
No, honestly, I want to shout that out. Like, your Discord, well maintained. Definitely go and spend some time there. If you're interested in game development stuff, there is actually a game development sub channel, And yeah, no, it's really, really cool seeing what you guys think and what your questions are about game dev, and being able to have a little bit more time to answer them more thoroughly and more in a researched manner, as opposed to being like live on stream and I have to answer this in 5 seconds, you know? So yeah, no, go hang out over there.
Answered more
You will
soberly.
get responses. I keep an eye on it, and yeah.
They get answered more soberly there.
Okay,
well,
questionable, but
You have a
more
higher
thoughtfully.
chance of sobriety
Thoughtfully.
being involved?
More neurons are engaged in the process of answering your questions and discussing, you know, things that you're thinking about. And honestly, you guys bring up some really great questions that allow us to think a little bit more deeply about some of the stuff that, you know, we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, we appreciate your participation, and definitely go check it out. It's a great place.
And on that note, thank you everyone for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. Take care, and we will see you next time for more 428 Shibuya Scramble. It's a Zero out.
And remember, folks, be excellent to one another. Peace.